Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are certified and experienced detective of the Jamaica Constable Air Force is about to educate you with facts and not propaganda or hyperbole for the government and its minions. In Jamaica, we do not have a criminal problem. We have a corruption problem. And the corruption problem is with the politicians and the judges. The system is corrupt to the core. And those of us who are honest Jamaicans who believe in honesty, decency, ethics, and morality and truthfulness would be so inclined to speak the truth about the system. But some of our Jamaican fellow Jamaicans are ideologues. They are either aligned to one of the two political parties, and even if the other party, even if their chosen party, call them monkey, they would not even disassociate themselves from it or condemn or such pronouncement or denounce it. They will just remain silent and their mouth is sealed. That's how our Jamaican people are. They are people that they are hypocrites, and these are people who do not, they cannot differentiate between wrong and right. And wrong is right, and right is double right. So that is why we have so many problems in this little country. You understand? Corruption is the order of the day in Jamaica, in everything. Corruption, give me a blight, stop fighting me, let me go. And you can go on, and that's how it is. Jamaica have a serious corruption problem. I do believe that criminals must live in fear of losing their lives and not the law-abiding citizen. I believe in preempting strikes as the United States military has been dealing with terrorists all over the world. As you see, the leader of Al Qaeda was killed over the weekend with a drone strike. That's preemptive strike. You understand? That is nothing to do with self-defense because he had killed people and he wanted to kill more people. So prevent him from killing them, that you kill him. That is preemptive strike. You understand? So eventually, Jamaica will catch on to this and put the human rights people out of work. America has put human rights people out of work. Amnesty International have no bearing on the United States of America. America is its own government. It's not beholden to only to the people inside the country and those who have money. That's how it is. If you're a Jamaican in the diaspora or living in Jamaica and you do not read, you are going to hear something you have never heard before. The Jamaica government crime policy are, des- are designed to give killers a second chance at life. The first time I did a video about the crime policies and sentences of Jamaican killers, I was labeled as a Jamaican hater who had thrown stones behind him, as if I care about what the thieving police officers want to say about me in Jamaica. I care zero about them. Period. You understand? So, one of the most important things that you people must understand before you go to Jamaica, visit in any capacity, whether you want to go there as an American tourist, a British tourist, or a Canadian tourist, or a tourist from Europe, make sure that you change your beneficiary on your insurance. Don't let your husband or your wife know, especially if they have any connection in Jamaica or not. Because you have Jamaicans right now on Instagram who are soliciting murder for hire from international people, from residents, citizens that living in other jurisdictions. Murderers, hitmen are on Instagram searching for clients to kill people when they visit Jamaica, and they have no qualms about it. So you've got to make sure that you do all the necessary. And the reason why you have things like this that is happening, where hitmen are on Instagram, is that Jamaica have one of the most generous criminal system in the world. Yes, a Portmore woman get 4 years for murder in Jamaica. Yes, and Jamaica is predominantly a black country. I don't know of any other black country in the world where they are that generous to criminals and where criminals get a second chance. So as I said before, I'm not into the news thing to tell you how much people get killed or stuff like that. But stuff anything to do with crime, I'm very very passionate about it. So here's the keys that I want you to pay attention to. There's this woman. Her name is Celine Edwards. Was charged with murder, but she pleaded guilty to the lesser offense of manslaughter. On Thursday, that's last week, Thursday, the 28th, a Portmore woman who fatally stabbed a man during a dispute over a clothesline was sentenced to 4 years in prison. So they had an argument over a clothesline and to hang your clothes and the sun, and she used a knife and stabbed this man. So more or less, this argument have been persisting for some time between the both of them. There has been because that's how it is in Jamaica. People, most Jamaican people, they don't even get along with their family, much less neighbors and friends. So there's always bad blood. Somebody wants to kill somebody. You understand? So, um, Jamaica is a criminal's paradise in the Caribbean, where the killers are the victims according to the Jamaican justice system. So Justice Bernard Morrison handed down sentencing in the St. Catherine Circuit Court. 27 years old, Celine Edwards was charged with murder, but pleaded guilty to the lesser offense of manslaughter. Remember, that she's the one, that stabbed the man and killed him, and it wasn't self-defense, and it becomes manslaughter. That I have never heard anything like that. So she committed murder, and then she plead guilty to manslaughter, so she get 4 years. You understand? So black lives doesn't matter in Jamaica, They're just fooling people. 27-year-old Celine Edwards was charged with murder, but she plead guilty to the lesser offense. The judge told Edwards that she had a good community report, was good, young, and did not waste the court time. Facts before the court are that on July 23rd, 2018, Edwards and the deceased, 20-year-old Jordan Silburn, tenants at the same house in Gregory Park had a dispute. Silburn was in the process of washing clothes when a confrontation developed between them over using the clothesline. You have to understand that Jamaican people have low IQ. They have their attention span, every span with them is very short. You understand? So the least thing, a fuse blow, and people don't rationalize things in Jamaica. They hack, then they think. So you have to be careful when you're dealing with Jamaicans. You understand? The court told that Edwards used a knife to stab Silburn in the chest. He was rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. And he died. And the police charged her for murder. However, knowing how generous the court system is, instead of going through the trial, if she was found guilty and she would be found guilty for murder, but you know that she would get maybe 6 or 7 years. So you know what she did? She just took the easy road and plead guilty to manslaughter. Remember, that this is not a self-defense case or anything like that. This is premeditated because when people live in tenement yard, after a while, it's a place where I don't know. It's always have this tension that's brewing between neighbors and neighbors in tenement yard, and it's not different. So before you visit Jamaica, you make sure you do all the necessaries. You understand? Change the beneficiary. Don't let your husband or your wife know because you just might never know what you're going into. Because Jamaica is the only place, where criminals are given second chance. So she killed this man and she got 4 years. So she'll be out in a short time. After maybe 2 or 3 years. Because that's how the system there, it's catered for criminals. And she's gonna kill again, or she's gonna tell people that she went to prison for killing a man and stuff like that. And it will be something that's like it's a badge. That is, she's a bad girl. That's how it is in Jamaica. So you got to think carefully before you go to the criminal's paradise named Jamaica. Because your life, has no value here. The victims in Jamaica are the killers, not the people who have lost their lives and their families. The court or the system doesn't don't do not care about those people. All they care about is the killers. So think before you visit Jamaica. Have yourself a beautiful day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, this is the time to subscribe. Remember to like and share the video, and most of all, comment below. Peace, one love.